What's up? Welcome back. I'm John Stark from MacTheMovieGuy.com, your favorite blind film critic, and today I'm reviewing Chad Powers Season 1. This was on Hulu or Disney Plus with Hulu, but you have to have the Hulu part to get the Chad, and I recommend that you do, because the Chad is the thing that you want to get. This is it's audio description. And I didn't catch who did it, but it was very lovely. I don't like I could talk about the audio. I want to talk about Chad Powers. I want to say Chad Powers, I think, is my favorite show of 2025. Favorite news show of 2025, which is a bold statement. I know the shows that we've had this year that are brand new. I know what that means. Bare minimum, I think it's my favorite new comedy. I got like I this show near killed me. I made the mistake early on of like watching this show while trying to like exercise, and I was like, because when I'm blind, I can listen to things. Like I don't need to focus on a television as much as like sighted people do. I just need to be able to hear it. So I can do more things than you can. Like the multitasking, the thing that people talk about, and they're like, you can watch that movie while you're doing laundry. It's like, no, I can actually watch a movie while I'm doing laundry because it's like the alternative to listening to music. Like I have no idea what is in the top 40 right now, but I can absolutely tell you that I've watched entire seasons of shows and movies and everything. Um, so yeah, I started it while exercising, and like I was like uncontrollably laughing, which I don't think is good for you while you're in the middle of an exercise, because it's like breathing, right? You're trying to get the breath in, and I couldn't. So it almost killed me. But anyway, I had to stop doing that. Um, it took me a couple episodes to figure that out, that I was good. It was going to be a problem for me. Uh, so Glenn Powell, man, if he doesn't get an Emmy nomination this year for this, what even are the Emmys? Like, what even are the Emmys? I haven't looked at any other. I don't need critic reviews for this. This show is amazing. I love this show with all of my heart, with everything. I'm most upset about the fact that it's only 6 episodes for the first season, because who orders 6 episodes? Seriously, Hulu, who orders 6 episodes of a show? Like eight is like an acceptably small length. Six is just being bitchy. Six is like you're just being nasty. Like that's what you're doing. You're just being nasty at us, and that's not fair. Like this should have been this should have been an 8 or 10 episode season. The fact that you saw this and thought, well, we only have the faith in it's for 6 episodes, just means that whoever is ordering episodes for you should be fired, because they can't recognize the fact that this was obviously going to turn into something. Glenn Powell is like, he was on the cover of a magazine recently around the time of Chad Powers. So um, I think it has a lot to do with the success story of him playing Russ Holiday, who turns into Chad Powers, who is like my spirit animal. I know that's like cultural appropriation, but I have no other day. He's not really an animal, but Chad Powers is everything, man. And Chad Powers is like the greatest individual creation for a television show. I don't know since when. I don't know when the last time was that I saw a singular character that was able to hold up a show on their own with a whole bunch of other characters that just needed to deadpan. The closest character to him is his roommate in here that has any really sort of comedic timing. Like his quote love interest ish, the assistant coach Ricky, doesn't really have. I mean, she pretty much deadpans everything, but her lines are so great. Like the one time when he comes from the woods, and and uh, and somebody says something to her, and he's like, where'd he go? And she's just like, the woods. I think he's of the woods. And I've just been using that. I was like, I think he's of the woods. It's so quotable. Um, the whole speech, where they ask him how, like, who he's inspired by, and he picks Benjamin Franklin. I just, I don't rewatch a lot of shows, but I'm absolutely think like I'm rewatching Chad Power season one, uh, as a standalone like thing. It was like I'm like nonstop, and it kind of ends. It has a nice little beat where it upticks at the end, and there's a good emotional payoff and everything, and it leaves itself fully open for a second season, like a, please renew me. There's more story here, which I love. And Danny, the actor who plays Danny, I thought he was really great. The coach, Steve Zahn, is in this. So probably the biggest name that's not Glenn Powell would be Steve Zahn being in this as well. Clayne Crawford has found a job, has found work. Cool. Uh, maybe he's learned how to work better on a team since the whole lethal weapon thing, where he got replaced by Sean William Scott for not working well with others. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I adore Chad. It's a story about a douchebag quarterback that he ends up just making everything worse. He's like very much like a showboat, and he's in like this big like the big final game. He is an excellent quarterback, but he gets to the final game and he doesn't quite make the touchdown, and he drops the ball like right before the end, like right before it gets in, and he thinks he made it, but so he starts doing his like end zone dance, and yeah, it ends up not being the case, and uh things just go progressively worse from there, and then it picks up years later, and um just when he's starting to get his career back together so that he can play in the XFL, right, something befalls him, and then he loses his career again, and even the Hawk to It girl can't be seen with him. She's an excellent cameo here, where she's embarrassed to be around Russ Holiday. So yeah, he's basically the bottom of the bottom, and nobody wants to see him. But his dad works as a visual makeup artist specifically for Michael Bay. Does a lot of prosthetic makeup and works with those kind of tools. So there's a team in Georgia that I forget the name of the school, but I know that they're Catfish, um, and they get rid of their quarterback and they have open tryouts because they had a second string quarterback who's not great. He's okay, but they're having open tryouts for a quarterback, and Russ takes this as his shot. He takes his dad's prosthetics, and he goes and tries out as Chad Powers, and he comes in with this voice that is so unique and so weird, and he has this behavior, and he has to think about these answers because he doesn't want anybody to find out about him. So his answers are always so incredibly weird that they can't help but make you laugh because they're just out of left field about like the things and like his history, because he has no history, because he has no backstory. He's not really a student. He's never played anywhere before. So he has to explain all this stuff about like how he came from nowhere, literally. And I just love how the progression of the show goes, and all the choices that they made. Chad Power is one of my favorite shows of 2025, if not my favorite. So yeah, I feel pretty good about this. I'm giving it a 9.5 out of 10. I would like to give it perfect, but I'd also like to give it room to grow. Because if I start out of like a 9.9, 10, and season 2 comes along and where does it go? Like I have nowhere for it to go. I've given it no room for growth. I've set the bar almost impossibly high at that point. But I do think, yeah, Chad Powers is the best thing I've seen in a long time. And I already miss it. I'm sad that there are no more new episodes of Chad Powers. And I'm joining a support group for people who. So let me know if you like Chad Powers in the comments, and we'll have a support group together, and we'll talk about how we miss not having Chad Powers. And wait anxiously for season 2, which if it doesn't come, I don't know. I'm rating Hulu. I have no idea. You have a show with Glenn Powell on television. I don't know how you don't renew that show. Like baffling to me. Like, it would blow my mind. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I'll see you guys on the other side.